Hello, my loves. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome into this day for day 14 of the 30 days of Ho'oponopono challenge. Today's subject is on the subject of infidelity, and I will get into that in just a minute, but I will just share real briefly. If you are new to what Ho'oponopono is, it is an ancient Hawaiian forgiveness tradition, and it has profound healing effects in our lives when we are able to apply it and offer up these cleaning phrases to clean on the relationships that we have with the things outside of us and that which is going on within us. There is a philosophy that goes with Ho'oponopono that looks at everything that's going on in the outside world as a reflection for you to bring awareness and attention to something that's going on within your inner world, and that by using the phrases of I love you, I am sorry, please forgive me, and thank you, you can release the outside trigger person situation from the charge, the resistance, the heaviness, the clenching, the drama, and you are free and clear and clean to approach your inner world with love and gratitude and forgiveness as well. So it's a very, very profound and beautiful practice. So we've been exploring it for these last 14 days, and I've been offering up a chat video on the subject, basically offering you guys a little bit of a inside peek into my world and what I go through and how I use the technique and practice, and then I offer up a practice video so that you can apply the phrases and the technique to something that's going on in your life around the theme, and you can get healing around each of the different themes that we're focusing on. So, and if you just want a general one, on day one was a general meditation, so you can go ahead and focus on that one if there's a specific subject that you're looking for and I haven't covered it yet, or you can reach out to me and ask me to cover it. So this subject for me is a really charged one, and I'm feeling a little bit low energy today, so I almost didn't even come on and do this, but I really feel like just not avoiding it any longer and really being as authentic and vulnerable and honest as I can on the subject of infidelity. It is a subject that has plagued me my whole life, my whole, at least adult womanhood life. And I've really judged the subject very, very, very harshly until I had a personal experience where I was on the other end of it, where I was the one who was unfaithful. And I got to kind of do my own healing around all the judgment that I had had towards other people for engaging in infidelity, and really allowing myself to come to peace and to terms with engaging in that behavior myself. And, it's still something that I work on forgiving myself for, and it's certainly something that I still held a little bit of shame around, and regret and guilt and, all these other charges when it comes to this subject. And it's certainly something that I'm not proud of, and I'm not, it's certainly something about me that, I'd rather y'all not know, but in the interest of being transparent and vulnerable and authentic, I want to offer it up for further review. And let's take it a little bit further, right? Because infidelity, what is infidelity? Well, it's being unfaithful. And what is Ho'oponopono? Well, it's showing us that there's something in the outside world that's reflecting something that's going on within. So perhaps the whole time I've been upset at those who were acting unfaithful, or at myself for acting unfaithful to another. Perhaps this whole time that upset has really been because I've been being unfaithful to myself. And that's the magic and the beauty and the humility of Ho'oponopono, is the reflection back at you. And so, that's really the reflection for me, is where have I been unfaithful to myself? More than in the outside world. And yes, my actions of not being faithful to my word and to my commitments and to my promises, you know, there's that in the outside world that I get to deal with and take responsibility for and shoulder that label and that reality of the actions that I've taken. But it's also a look for me at my inner world. Where have I promised myself I would do things that I haven't? Where have I, you know, made commitments and then broke them to myself? And can I forgive myself for that? Can I let that disappointment that I have in myself go? You know, and that's really the beauty of this practice. Again, is the going within and the offering it up there. But for me, I still have a lot of guilt for the times that I've been unfaithful. And so for me, this practice will be a double practice. I'll be saying these phrases to those who have been affected by my infidelity and those I've judged for their infidelity, and lastly for myself and the infidelity that I have within my own being, the you know, that not being able to trust myself sometimes and not being able to rely on my own word and my own commitments to myself. And this relationship with myself has gotten so much stronger over the years, and I've learned so much about how to be faithful to myself and to others, and how not to overpromise and overextend myself so that I don't get into situations where you know, I act in a way that I then have to regret and beat myself up for. So I'm learning, and you know, this is just another layer for me to really look right now in my life today. Am I being faithful to me, and to see where I am, and to appreciate my progress, and to appreciate this theme in my life, bringing up this issue that I have with myself and inside of me, and really letting go of the judgments that I have towards others when it comes to this subject. But it's still a very charged subject. It's a very deep wounding for me in my life and in my experiences. Sorry, I'm just noticing how weird this curtain looks. Okay, I don't know why I got distracted about that. Maybe because I'm rambling and it's really complete what I have to offer up on this subject. But let me just check in and see if there is anything else that I would like to offer here on this subject for the day. So give me a moment. So there's really not anything left for me to offer up on the subject. Just being able to be authentic and honest and call myself out and share with y'all this is a thing that I really struggle with, and allow myself to see the reflections for where inside of me that unfaithfulness is coming through, and where have I made promises to myself and to my soul and to my God, I guess would be the word that I could use for it, my universe, my source, my creator, that I believe I am co-creating with. You know, just really be able to look at that and say, well, where am I not following through on what I promised to do when I came here? And how can I open myself up more to step into that truth and step into that power and step into that place where I know I can rely on myself to be faithful to me and be faithful to my mission. So, yeah. I'm going to end this video and I will hop on to another video and I will offer up, wow, I do look really tired. I just realized. I will offer up a practice on this subject in that video. So I appreciate you all for being here, and as always, Namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light